Finally! A straight up yaoi anime that I actually really like! There are miracles in the world after all. Doukyuusei, or Classmates, is a 2016 animated film created by A1 Pictures and is based on an original manga that I don't know too much about, but I really want to read now.
The movie centers around high school students Hikaru Kusakabe and Rito Sajo, who are as different as night and day. In the same choir class, Kusakabe runs into Sajo practicing a song by himself and offers to help him learn it. They become close friends and start to spend a lot of time together. This all changes though when Kusakabe kisses Sajo and professes his love, which Sajo returns. They then start to go out as they experience different things and try to overcome obstacles that put their relationship in turmoil. Like with most A1 Picture productions, the animation here is great. It really is soothing and the style is different from most anime out there. It helps the more realistic tone that the movie has as opposed to other yaoi anime. The atmosphere is also very relaxing and puts you in a really good mood while watching it. I also like how the kissing scenes are handled in the movie. The way it's edited and shot make it nice and simple, and it looks like any other kiss would be shot and edited. It isn't fetishized for a female audience, which is the typical audience that yaoi anime is made for.
I'm always worried when something queer is being made by non-queer people for scenes like this, but they're done really well here. I also really like the movie's simple story and simple characters. The situations shown here can be seen in lots of different romantic slice of life anime, but the way it's done here is really nice and enjoyable.
It's this simplicity that makes it watchable for any kind of audience. Whether you are a female-loving yaoi fan, a member of the queer community, or just a casual watcher, the movie can be enjoyed by anyone. The characters are very enjoyable as you get to know them more and more. The comedy also works very well with these two characters, like when Kusakabe asks a teacher, who he knows is gay, what gay male sex is like right in the middle of the teacher's office.
男同士でやるのってどう？いやもう暑さが脳がねあれでもういざっちゃってもう夏っすから。
That got a big laugh out of me. The emotions that our two main leads go through are really believable and you get really invested in them and you want their relationship to work.
I also have to praise the natural voice acting. I usually don't get into the voice acting of Japanese audio of anime as opposed to the English dub of an anime, but the voice acting here is truly excellent.
The way that the dialogue is delivered and the way the actors voice the characters make them feel real. The voice acting also makes the emotions of the scenes even stronger than they would already be.
I don't know who voiced the two main protagonists, but I greatly applaud them and hope that if the movie gets a sequel, that they'll return to reprise their roles.
This is also a really good BL story. Not only does it hit all the realistic events that two boys in high school would experience while going out together, but it is also just a good love story. The two characters have great chemistry and their interactions are just so goddamn cute. I have to admit that I don't get into BL anime for various reasons, but I was totally invested in this one.
It is a great queer piece that should be up there as one of the great gay male anime, alongside Yuri on Ice and Toya and Yukito from Cardcaptor Sakura.
This is most likely because the movie avoids pitfalls that affect lots of yaoi anime. All the moments of intimacy are consensual, there isn't a dominant or submissive trope, there isn't an insane lack of communication, and it doesn't feel like it's being pandered to a female audience.
There aren't that many yaoi anime that are like this, or at least that are well known and are brought to the West, so I really appreciate cases like this where it doesn't become all the things I listed before. And now on to the negatives. First is that despite the fact that I like the movie's slow pace, it can work against it sometimes.
It is a bit too slow, and at times I found myself looking to see how much time was left. Not that I wasn't absolutely loving it, but I just kept on doing it. And it's not that long at all, only like an hour long. But ultimately, I think this format of pacing would work better in a weekly 24-minute episode format. There are 4 stories that are told here, and it does feel really episodic.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it felt like this would have been better as a show than as a small movie.
I wasn't a fan of the teacher character as well. He didn't really bring anything good to the table. Some of his actions are a bit uncomfortable and a little unconsensual. I just wish he could have been used for something better. If I heard this right, he does have a partner in the manga, and that kinda sounds interesting. I like it when in queer manga and anime, how there is usually an older queer character or couple, and they help guide the young queer characters and take care of them when they are going through some difficult times.
Examples of this are Yuki from Wandering Sun and Riko and Mayoko from Bloom Into You. So, It's a shame that I really don't like the character here. Lastly is that I feel like there's more that's to be said with these story and characters.
The movie wraps up nicely and any present conflicts are resolved, but it feels like there's more to be done. And that's probably because the movie is only an hour long, so there's not that much time to develop some long-time stories. This only covers some of the manga, so it makes sense. I just wish there was more. If there isn't going to be more adaptations done, then end the movie in a big way. Have us feel satisfied.
Or just release the manga in the West. That would work too. So in conclusion, this is an excellent yaoi anime movie that I wish more people knew about. Because I want this to be more well known so the manga will be brought to the West. I'm loving this influx of yaoi manga that we've gotten over the past year, but I want there to be a lot of yaoi manga available for us too. Doukyuusei is a well put together story of two high school boys in love that has great animation, characters, and not falling into the yaoi conventions that I'm really not a fan of. Sure, there are some negatives about it, but that in no way should stop you from watching it. In the end, I'm going to give Doukyuusei a B+. Thanks again for watching. As usual, you can like the video or subscribe to see more. Comment on any reviews you want me to do and I might just review it. Catch you later.